Wakili, when you look at the provisions, he's supposed to exit, okay? But my question is still, who stands to benefit and who stands to lose? Individually or collectively, with the former president's name still active 11 months after exiting power?
I think from where the former president sits, he stands to lose a lot if he leaves the political scene. And you remember, he's not doing it as an individual. He is doing it for his family, he's doing it for his large extended political supporters, the collaborators, as we could put it, because those are the people who took power and the Mau Mau felt like they were shortchanged. Now there's another person coming in here and he's saying, I'm now representing the Mau Mau. So we are taking charge. You know, that is likely to cause chaos. Some of these chaos, I mean, we hardly see the king or the former queen speak to Kenyans' politics. Now we have seen them comment and say, Kenya, Kenya, Kenya. You know, that should be able to also tell you something. What is going on has already attached or caught the eye of even very influential people across the world who have never even spoken for the longest. Now they're speaking. It means there's a bigger implication to this. So the former president will not afford to sit pretty and have his party go and have his political kinship or appointment as Orogo has put it clearly that you know, there is the aspect of the fight and the soul of the central Kenya, because these are a voter's basket. So you cannot go to the next election without being sure whether you have secured this one. So if you let the former president and his resources and the cronies continue being in the political stage, you're going to have a very big war because you're going to have a divided central. You know, and once a government comes into power, it starts becoming unpopular. So you cannot count on the former votes which you got. So you need to start cultivating afresh, I mean, to get more votes. And that's where the challenge is. The tricky mix of who should be, is it the Mau Mau, we should go with the Mau Mau narrative, or the people who have been in power for the longest, who are supposed to protect their interests, who have put up industries and the likes. You know, there could be people behind this whom we are not seeing, who are telling the president, if you leave that thing, we are finished. If you leave that space, we are finished. If these Mau Mau people take over, they're coming for whatever it is that we have. So those could be some of the undertones which we are fighting over, and this speaks to how we got our independence. This speaks to what happens in the early formative years of our independence. So these are some of the wars which are being fought, which we might be able to misconstrue as it's a clear political fight, but it could be larger interests which are is larger political tectonic plates which are pushing against each other to establish themselves.
Okay.